Let's get right into it. Number 10. The decision diet. Ever notice how Mark Zuckerberg wears the same gray t-shirt every day? It's not because he's cheap or his washing machine is stuck in a time loop. He's on something called the decision diet. Think about how many tiny choices you make every morning. What to wear, what to eat, which route to take to work. Each decision, no matter how small, drains a bit of your mental energy. It's like your brain is running on batteries, and every choice takes a tiny bite out of that power. Wealthy people eliminate as many pointless decisions as possible. Steve Jobs wore the same black turtleneck. Barack Obama only wore blue or gray suits during his presidency. Because when you're deciding whether to launch nuclear missiles, you probably don't want to waste brain power on whether stripes make you look fat. Many successful people eat the same breakfast every single day. You might think that sounds boring, but they're not doing it for fun. They're doing it because they want their brain fresh for the decisions that actually matter, like whether to invest millions in a new company. This hack costs absolutely nothing. In fact, it might save you money. Just pick something simple that works, buy a few copies, and you're saving your best decisions for what really counts. Number 9. Strategic silence. Silence is like a game of chicken. Most people will swerve first. They'll start talking just to fill the quiet. You're in a job interview. The interviewer asks about your salary expectations. You panic and blurt out, maybe $50K. They were ready to offer $70K. Or you're selling your car. The buyer looks at it and just stands there, saying nothing. You get nervous and go, well, I could probably lower the price a bit. You just negotiated against yourself. Rich people are comfortable with awkward silences. They know that whoever speaks first usually loses. I tried this at a car dealership. The salesman gave me his final offer, and I just sat there silently looking at the paper. 10 seconds felt like an hour. He started squirming, then suddenly found another $2,000 in discounts. The best part? This habit is free. Let the other person fill the silence. Next time you're negotiating, make your request, then shut up. Don't explain, don't justify, don't nervously ramble. Just wait. Your brain will scream, say something. Don't. Silence is golden, literally. Number 8. The inversion method. Imagine you're trying to build a house of cards. Most people focus on carefully placing each card, trying to make it perfect. But rich people first think about what would definitely knock the whole thing down. This is called the inversion method. Instead of asking, how do I get rich? They ask, what would definitely make me poor? Then they just don't do those things. It's like trying to keep a plant alive. You could read 50 books about perfect watering schedules, or you could just avoid the obvious stuff that kills plants. Don't forget to water it. Don't put it in a dark closet. Don't let your cat use it as a snack. Want a successful marriage? Instead of reading relationship guides, first avoid the things that definitely destroy marriages. Lying, cheating, taking your partner for granted. It's way easier to not be stupid than to be brilliant. You don't need to be a genius to succeed. You just need to avoid being an idiot. Warren Buffett isn't rich because he's making mind-blowing investments every day. He's rich because he avoids dumb investments that would definitely lose money. This method costs nothing. You just need to flip your thinking upside down. When you're trying to achieve something, don't just ask, what should I do? Ask, what should I definitely not do? Number 7. Valuing time over money. You're standing in line at the grocery store. There are 2 lines. One's longer but has a $5 off coupon. The other is shorter but has no discount. Most people jump in the longer line to save that $5. Wealthy people are already in the shorter line. Even before they had money, the rich thought differently about time. They see time as the only thing you can't get more of. You can always make more money, but those minutes you spent waiting in line are gone forever. There's a story about a tech founder who, back when he was broke, would still pay for his laundry to be done. His friends thought he was crazy, but while they were spending hours doing laundry, he was building his business. 10 years later, he's a millionaire. Rich people do this math automatically. If this task takes an hour, is it worth my hourly rate? They do this even before they're making good money. They treat their time like it's already worth $500 an hour. And eventually, it is. You can copy this for free. Start assigning a value to your time, even if it's just $20 an hour. Then, when you're faced with a choice, do the math. Is spending 30 minutes driving to another store to save $5 worth your time? Probably not. Number 6. The sleep weapon. You know those LinkedIn influencers bragging about their 4 a.m. wake-up time and 3-hour sleep schedule? Actual wealthy people think those guys are idiots. Rich folks treat sleep like it's their secret weapon. Jeff Bezos insists on getting 8 hours of sleep every night. Bill Gates says he can't think creatively when he's sleep-deprived. Poor sleep literally makes you more likely to stay poor. When you're sleep-deprived, your brain starts making dumber financial decisions. Scientists did a study where they put sleep-deprived people in an MRI machine and showed them shopping items. The sleep-deprived brain started impulse buying like crazy. It's like your brain turns into a drunk teenager with your credit card. Sleep deprivation also makes you more likely to take stupid risks with money. It's the same part of your brain that thinks hitting the casino at 3 a.m. is a brilliant investment strategy. While hustle culture bros are stumbling around like zombies, actual wealthy people are tucked in bed by 10 p.m. They treat sleep like an Olympic athlete treats training. It's non-negotiable. Trying to get rich while sleep-deprived is like trying to win a race by pouring sand in your engine. So next time someone brags about only needing 4 hours of sleep, they're basically bragging about making themselves dumber and poorer. Number 5. The who not how mindset. When most people face a problem, their first thought is, how do I fix this? Wealthy people ask a completely different question. They ask, who can fix this for me? This isn't about throwing money at problems. This mindset works even with a $0 budget. Let's say your laptop is acting weird. Most people would spend hours Googling solutions and probably make things worse. Someone with the who not how mindset would ask that tech-savvy friend who loves fixing computers, maybe in exchange for a skill they have. No money involved, just leveraging relationships. Wealthy people use this for opportunities too. While most people are trying to learn 50 different skills at once, wealthy folks get really good at one or two things. For everything else, they find their who. Elon Musk isn't personally building every single Tesla. He found his who's, the best engineers, designers, and managers. You don't need to be Elon Musk. Start small. Next time you face a challenge, stop yourself from going straight to how. Instead ask, who do I know that would be great at this? Or, who has already solved this problem? Most people love being asked for help in their area of expertise. It makes them feel valued. The wealthiest people aren't the ones who know how to do everything. They're the ones who know who to ask. The price tag for this mindset? 0. Number 4. Collecting rejections. Most people are terrified of hearing the word no. Wealthy people collect rejections like they're rare Pokemon cards. Some even set goals to get rejected a certain number of times per year. While most people hide in their comfort zones, these people actively seek out rejection. Some keep rejection journals where they write down every time someone tells them no. After about the 20th rejection, something clicks in their brain. The fear just disappears. They build an immunity to rejection the same way you build an immunity to your aunt's terrible cooking at family gatherings. You can start collecting rejections right now for free. Ask for a discount at that coffee shop. Pitch a crazy idea at work. Ask for that introduction you think is a long shot. Worst case, you get another rejection for your collection. Best case, you might just get what you want. That's how they get ahead. They ask for the things the rest of us are too scared to ask for. The more you get rejected, the less it stings. And the more you'll realize that no is rarely personal. It's just a data point on the way to a yes. Number 3. Fixing their environment. Rich people don't rely on willpower. They know it's a scam. Instead of fighting temptation all day, they just remove it completely. Imagine you're trying to quit eating cookies. You could stare at the cookie jar, fighting the urge, or you could just not have cookies in your house. Which one is easier? Wealthy people figured out that willpower is like a phone battery. It starts full in the morning, but drains throughout the day, and it tends to fail when you need it most. So instead of being heroes, they cheat. To wake up early, they put their alarm clock across the room. Now they have to get out of bed to turn it off. They've outsmarted their lazy morning self. To save money, they set up automatic transfers the day their paycheck hits. The money's gone before they can even think about spending it. Rich people who work from home don't work in their bedroom because the brain associates that space with sleep. Trying to work there feels like a lullaby. They put their phone in another room while they work. No willpower needed. This costs nothing. You just need to accept that your willpower is about as reliable as a chocolate teapot and set up your environment so even your laziest self can't mess things up. Number 2. The 5-year test. Wealthy people use a simple test that saves them a fortune in money, time, and stress. Before they do anything significant, they ask one question. Will this matter in 5 years? Think about the last time you got really mad at someone. Maybe they cut you off in traffic or left a mean comment online. You won't even remember this person's face in 5 days, let alone 5 years. Yet people let it ruin their whole day. That $300 jacket you're about to max your credit card for. In 5 years, it'll be collecting dust in your closet. Is it worth the stress of the debt? That $300 course that teaches you a new skill. In 5 years, that knowledge could be making you thousands every month. That matters. That business idea you keep putting off because you're scared. 5 years from now, that delay will matter. That Netflix show you're binge watching instead of working on your goals. goals. 5 years from now, that won't. Once you start using this test, you realize most things we stress about are just noise. Rich people don't have fewer problems. They just choose better problems to focus on. Number 1, second-order thinking. Most people think, if I do X, Y will happen. This is first-order thinking. Wealthy people think, if I do X, Y will happen, and then Z will happen because of Y. This is second-order thinking. Average Joe sees a sale. He thinks, if I buy this $200 jacket for $100, I'll save $100. Someone with second-order thinking goes deeper. If I buy this jacket, I'll save $100. And then what? Will I actually wear it? Could that $100 be invested instead? Will this jacket need to be dry cleaned, adding hidden costs and taking up my time? It's like playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. Most people think, if I stay up late watching Netflix, I'll enjoy myself. But second-order thinkers ask, and then what? If I stay up late, I'll be tired tomorrow. If I'm tired tomorrow, my work will suffer. If my work suffers, I could miss out on a promotion or make a costly mistake. The best part? This habit is free. You just need to ask yourself one simple question over and over again. And then what happens? If I eat this junk food, then what? If I skip the gym today, then what? If I spend an hour scrolling through social media, then what? The wealthy didn't get rich by only thinking about today. They got rich by thinking about the domino effect of today's choices on all their tomorrows. That's all for today.